Namaskar, good evening. It's me, Priyanka Roy, Dr. Priyanka Roy. I have been in this particular channel from last 6 or 8 months earlier, but due to situation and due to certain reasons I couldn't able to update or I couldn't able to upload different videos that I have planned it for my students, even all the persons who want to follow me, even anyone who have an interest or a keen interest in law, want to get my videos, but due to certain reasons I couldn't able to have all those things. For now onwards, my videos and my all those promise that I've kept to all my students of my institute, I'll try to be a part of this platform and shall try to give as much as possible the knowledge that I have in my different topics of law. I want to have all those things in this particular channel, but the fact is that it is not meant for all my students. Even rather than that, all the students or any person want to follow this channel, want to get different knowledge about the legal topics, but in a very smooth and subtle language, so that he can or she can understand very easily for their course, or even as a normal person also you want to get the knowledge. If you want to know something about new things about law, not only about the law, as much as I have any kind of knowledge in different other fields also, I'll try to have all those things in this particular in this particular platform, and I'll try to help, or you can say you can easily avail it through this way. Okay, thank you. Before that, I don't want to get it more lengthy, I don't want to get it more elaborate and all those things about me and what my aspiration in my future. Today I'll just directly go to my topic and I'll focus on that. I'll try to explain it in both Hindi or even in English. And another thing that I want to state, always a law subject or law topic is too much detailed and elaborate, and it needs time to understand each and every concept. But if I make it too much lengthy, then it will be very boring and like that. So first part would be my about this particular topic. I'll make the first part of it, and the next I'll go for the second part or third part, so that you can understand it. And if you want to follow this, you will get it in a very nicely, in a smooth way. You can get all those things in your mind. Okay. See, and my intro video, I shall definitely try to give it in my next video if I upload it. Anytime if I could upload it, because each and every person who don't know me, definitely they will try to think that who am I, from where suddenly I've started this channel and all those things, from which place I usually belong. So I'll definitely make a video so that you can get my introduction and so you can get connected easily with me. Thank you. Now my today's topic, to which I want to focus. Anyone may say that why I've choose this topic. There are so many topics over there, but today's my topic is on murder and culpable homicide. Basically it's a very, very significant topic. Very, very significant topic, because if you go for a judiciary exam, then also you'll get this particular topic in any state. If you give, if you go for NET exam, then also you'll get this. Even in other areas also, this concept in today's date, even in earlier date also, this topic usually get very, very significant areas where from the questions usually been there into our exams. So that's why I have taken it. And another reason is that maximum students want to attempt it, but due to certain confusion they couldn't able to get all those questions, or they don't get the basic points from where they must start and from where they just lead it to its end. So that is the reason why I've taken this topic. Maybe my topic would not be completed this totally in this particular first part. In my second part I'll definitely go for more things if I could include it in this particular section, definitely. Now my topic, as I've told you, about the culpable homicide and murder, both in Hindi and English. I'll try to explain it. First of all, see, when these things usually comes to our focus, that culpable homicide and homicide, what is this, and how it just comes into the murder. Because see, as earlier when I was in my LLB, that time as we dealt with the IPC. In today's date, we just dealt about the BNS, now Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita. Now always the question, that first question that comes into our mind, that whether IPC and BNS consist the same thing, or it just different concepts usually been introduced in BNS, or the same thing. That's the first question, that the first confusion that usually the students that are going for the exams, that comes to their mind. That is the only thing that usually we don't get answer. Definitely the first question that I want to strike it out, first of all, the things has remained the same. The things has remained the same, only the numbering systems has been changed. Because in that IPC we got it in 299 and 300, where here we have just stressed out in section 100 and 101. Separately their punishments are in different sections, but the thing is that every concept is same. The first question that I have answered it out, there is nothing has been changed. You will get the same ingredient, only focus on the basic provision section, which usually comes into our exams. Okay, now what is this? When we come for culpable homicide, what is basically a homicide? If we divide homicide, then we can come into homo. Homo means, in Latin phrase, it can be considered as a human. Now when one human being kill another human being, that has been termed or determined as a homicide. Complete. But when we go for culpable homicide, whether this particular line make it complete? No, because we have to get the core categories. There are certain core categories, 3 basic categories basically, but you can say 2 categories also, because one category comes under the lawful killing, one category comes under the unlawful killing. Mainly we focus on the unlawful killing. The next question comes into our mind, what is this lawful killing? How could be a killing would be lawful? Is it possible? What she is stating in a stupid way, that how could a killing would be a lawful? Yes, the killing would be also a lawful one, because when we come for unlawful killing, we can get this murder, manslaughter and all those things comes into under unlawful killing. When we come for a lawful killing, at that time the question that strike, how could be a killing be a lawful, and it comes under the culpable homicide segment. Yes, because the first point is that when we go for a private defense, this is a killing. There we find there is a usually cause the death, but the killing is lawful in the sense of your defense section. You are getting this particular defense and it gets into a positive way, and thus it has been termed as a lawful. Another, if any authorized body or any kind of person who has executed his duty under the supreme command, and he has killed on the justification of law, then also that particular homicide been termed as a lawful homicide. Got my point? That's why it has been said homicide under lawful sense, under homicide under unlawful sense. Now the question is that when we say that it's an unlawful homicide, that is murder and manslaughter, what is the basic difference of murder and manslaughter now? Now if you see the basic very tiny kind of a difference that we usually get in this between two. See, when we go for a murder thing, the 4 concepts that we have to focus. Fine. The 4 things, that is a first one, which is very, very important whenever we just find the murder concept. First one is the intention. Second is premeditated. Then third is highly reckless killing. Last, without justification. It may when I explain about the murder elaborate sense, you will get these 4 things. Just swipe on and out. These 4 things are there. जब हम मर्डर के बारे में डिटेल नोट में बात करेंगे, ये 4 चीज़ें हमें हमेशा याद रखना चाहिए. फर्स्ट थिंग, इंटेंशन. Premeditation means pre-planned. Third is highly reckless killing, very ruthless killing that comes under the murder. And fourth one is without any justifiable excuse or any kind of justification, we find the murder usually cause. These 4 concepts always, who are going to have their exams, that always keep into your mind. These 4 things are the main focus where you will get this, and that time you can easily determine that is not come under the homicide, it comes under the murder concept. Okay, next the thing is that manslaughter. Now the basic difference that we have to find it out, then the 4 things again usually comes into our mind. But there is no intention, there is no premeditation, but there is a chance of negligence and extreme recklessness. Okay, extreme recklessness we can find, and the thing is that negligence we can find, but the 2 things, that is a pre-plan and the intention, been deducted once again. So there we can get the basic thing where we can understand what we usually get in these 3, but this all comes under the homicide. Then what usually comes into our mind, that is a genus term, it's an umbrella term from where you get the roots, you get the divisions, but this is an umbrella term, this is a whole term, this is the genus term from where you are getting it divided. Okay, so very clean and clearly if I can say that all murders are culpable homicide, but all culpable homicide are not murders. That is the thing, that is the question that always come into our different kind of exams, and we get very confused why they are stating it, why all these things are the same concepts. If you go for the definition under Baer Act, you will find it very clean and clearly has been stated that the same definition you will find in murder, same definition you will find in culpable homicide. And the thing that strike at that point, then what difference that we get, how could it be difference, and then why they are stating that all murders are culpable homicide but all culpable homicides are not murder. And that's the thing, and that's the difference that I have stated it out, through which you can bifurcate, you can divide it, and you can get the easy thing from where you can evolve the things in a very easier, in a very smooth way. Now the thing is that when we go for culpable homicide and murder, and the thing is that the difference, what difference that I have just noted down in certain points, that why it has been stated as culpable homicide, why it has been stated as murder, being having the same definition, same things, same घुमा फिरा के एक ही बात कर रहे हैं, फिर भी why? Because when we have the definition over there, we find it in a very clean and clear sense. Whoever causes death by doing an act with the intention of causing death, or with the intention of causing such bodily injury as is likely to cause death, and with having the knowledge that such act would cause that person to a death. The same thing that we find it in our murder also. Whoever studied, whoever got into 100, 101, they will find the same thing over there. Now, where you must strike it out, where you must get the basic point, how murder and culpable homicide again get divided. Now the thing is that first point, when we can understand that this is culpable homicide, when we can understand that this is murder. In murder case, number one, once again I'm stating it, number one, It's imminently dangerous. It's imminently dangerous. When there is a dangerous severity is too high, then it comes under murder. I'll go for the illustration later, where you can get very easy way to understand why I have said that imminently dangerous. There is 100-200% chances that death will cause, and when there is a confusion that may or may not likely come under the culpable homicide. Because intention is there, everything is there, but the things of severity is far more less than murder. Next, the probability. All probability is there that death will cause. All probability. The probability is very, very strong in the concept of murder, which we don't find in culpable homicide. Probability sense is too high. Probability sense is too high in the case of a murder. Fine. Next, bodily injury intends to be inflicted sufficient in the ordinary course of nature to cause death. The hit that has been given, it's in a very silly way, very general way. You are 100% sure that death will cause. आपको पता है कि इस जो आपने हिट किया है उसके वो जनरल मीन्स कोई अगर उसका उंड भी नहीं होगा फिर भी उसका डेथ अनिवार्य है, तब हमको पता चलता है कि आपने इन्फ्लिक्शंस कितना सीवियरिटी से दिया है और इसमें कितना प्रोबेबिलिटी चांस है टू कॉज डेथ. ठीक है, वहाँ पे आप कोई एक्सक्यूज़ नहीं लगा सकते, विदाउट एनी एक्सक्यूज़ एंड इवन विदाउट एनी जस्टिफिकेशन. देयर इज़ नो लीगल जस्टिफिकेशन. यू नो दैट द विदाउट मीन्स you have no any words left that you have done this. See, one example I'm stating of. If a person started to stab 40 times to a person with an intention to cause death, do you think there is a chance कि that person can give an excuse that I have just lightly have taken the knife and I have just hitted it out? Is it possible? आपको लगता है कि ऐसा पॉसिबल है कि किसी ने जाके 40 टाइम्स एक इंसान को स्टेप किया है, वो बोल दे कि नहीं मैंने तो ऐसे ही मैंने उसको मार के मुझे ऐसे ही कर दिया था मैंने. Is it there is any kind of justification? There is whether is an excuse or 40 times stabbing खाने के बाद अगर कोई बच जाता है, it's a miracle. There is no chance. So through this severity you can understand why it's a not culpable homicide, why it's a murder. और एक कंसेप्ट ले लीजिए, एक इंसान जा रहा है, उसमें वो एक होल बना के रखा है कि वो गिर जाए और उसको कुछ हो जाए. हो सकता है वो गिरे, मरना या ना मरना इसमें दोनों में एक अंतर होता है कि मे बी अ चांस, मे बी अ नॉट. वेर यू विल गेट मे बी और मे बी अ नॉट, देन यू विल कम अंडर द होमिसाइड. बट व्हेन देयर इज अ सीवियरिटी, आपने उस वहाँ पे तो उसको डाल दिया, उसमें वहाँ पे रख दिया सब पॉइजनस स्नेक, तो वो उठ नहीं सकता, तो वो स्नेक तो उसको हाई हेलो नहीं करेगा ना. तो देयर इज़ अ चांस दैट पर्टिकुलर स्नेक वुड बाइट हिम एंड अल्टीमेटली द डेथ वुड कॉज. सो इसमें आपको पता चलता है कि सीवियरिटी कितना का है, कितना उसने उस चीज़ को 100% प्रोबेबिलिटी बना के रखा है. सो व्हेन देयर इज़ अ प्रोबेबिलिटी चांस इज़ वेरी स्ट्रॉन्ग, व्हेन देयर इज़ अ इमिनेंटली डेंजरस, व्हेन इन अ ऑर्डिनरी और सफिशिएंट नेचर वो डेथ होना ही है, देन एट दैट टाइम यू कैन से इट्स अ कंसेप्ट ऑफ अ मर्डर, नॉट अ कल्पेबल होमिसाइड. हम लोग अगर मर्डर को बोले ये डेडलीस्ट फॉर्म है, इट्स अ डेडलीस्ट फॉर्म ऑफ होमिसाइड. द थिंग इज़ दैट मीन्स आप ऐसे नहीं कर सकते कि ये सिंप्लिसिटी में मर्डर हो गया, नहीं. जब भी मर्डर होगा उसमें सीवियरिटी, उसमें डेडलीस्ट फॉर्म बहुत ज़्यादा होगा, तभी हम लोग उसमें डिटरमाइन कर सकते हैं कि उसमें और चांसेस, उसमें होमिसाइड और कोई वगैरह वगैरह देखने का चांसेस ही हमें मिलता नहीं है, क्योंकि उसमें तो इंटेंशन रहेगा ही, प्रीमिडिएशन भी रहेगा. 100-200% में आपका हर चीज़ में इसमें लगेगा ही कि नहीं, हो के ही रहेगा. तो एज देयर इज़ 100-200% चांसेस, देन इट कम्स अंडर द मर्डर. नेक्स्ट, जो इंसान वो इंटेंशन लेके कर रहा है, his intention must be clear and deliberate intent. It's not like that in a very confusing form and all those. No, it's very, very clear. It's very, very deliberate. Then it will come under the concept of a murder. नाउ इसमें देखिए, जब भी हम लोग ऐसे बात करते हैं, आप लोग डेफिनेशन डेफिनेटली पढ़े होंगे, एंड मैंने डेफिनेशन को यहाँ पे ज़्यादा बोला नहीं, क्योंकि बेयरेट लैंग्वेज आपको देखने में मिल ही जाएगा। थोड़ा सा उन दोनों डेफिनेशन को लेके मैंने अभी जो जो पॉइंट्स बोले हैं, प्लीज़ काइंडली नोट इट डाउन एंड देन कंपेयर इट, देन विल गेट द ईजी वे एंड thus you can now differentiate and you can easily understand why it comes under the culpable homicide, why it's come under the murder, and then you can understand why the punishment is different in both concepts. अदरवाइज क्यों मर्डर को ज़्यादा फोकस किया जा रहा है, क्यों इसमें ज़्यादा पनिशमेंट को स्ट्रिक्ट रखा गया है, वाई द पनिशमेंट इज सो स्ट्रिक्ट, सो यू नो ग्रेव, एंड वाई इन दिस व्हेन वी कम फॉर कल्पेबल होमिसाइड, वाई दिस concepts are quite, you know, in a moderate form they have given the punishment. We can, that time we can understand these things, because the seriousness, graviest form of, through this difference we can get these particular concepts. Now the thing is that next we come into why culpable means जो हम लोगों को exceptions दिए गए हैं. When culpable homicide is not murder, why when culpable homicide is not murder, this is very very important, very very interesting, very very, you know, these things we must know whenever we have all those when we just come into the focus of a murder or culpable homicide. ये exception जानना बहुत ज़्यादा ज़रूरी है. पता नहीं मैं फर्स्ट पार्ट में कितना ये सब डील कर पाऊंगी, बट इन माय नेक्स्ट वीडियो आई डेफिनेटली वुड again repeat this concept so that you can easily understand, you can get connected, you can have all those things, and in a very point wise you pointed out. That's why I'm repeating the concepts in time to time. Okay, now number one exception, that is a provocation. कोई भी क्वेश्चन हो, any question that comes to your mind, please put it down if you follow my channel. From next time when I'll go for video, I'll try to answer the questions that you have asked me for. Okay, now exception one, that is why culpable homicide is not murder if the concept of grave and sudden provocation come into the has been introduced in the first exception. First thing, अगर किसी को सडन कोई गुस्सा आ जाए, ग्रेव वे से उसको गुस्सा आ जाए और उसका सडन प्रोवोकेशन इतना ज़्यादा मीन्स इम्पैक्टफुल हो और उस वजह से किसी को वो हत्या कर दे, इफ़ ड्यू टू सडन और ग्रेव प्रोवोकेशन, इफ़ अ पर्सन बिकॉज ही जस्ट कुड नॉट एबल टू कंट्रोल हिज एंगर एंड फॉर दिस डेलिबरेट process he just killed a person, not a clear, and I'm not stating about any intention, I'm stating about the deliberateness in killing of certain person due to grave and sudden provocation, then the first exception has been attempted, means has been done, has been caused, because at that time what the checkpoints should be given to understand the grave and sudden provocation. First three things that must be checked it out. First of all, the provocation has been sought, it's been premeditated. If it is sought and premeditated, then this particular exception would not be applicable. See, my now the video is like a live video only, because no editing, nothing like that, nothing is there. You whatever you will try to understand, I'm making it in a very live format only. If any student get connected, as much as I have the knowledge, I'll try to put it on this particular platform. You can easily be on touch, you can easily be on contact, because each student couldn't able to come into my institute and get the classes, but in this particular platform I'll try to help all the law students as much as possible, that so that you can clear your concept either in Hindi, either in English. That's all. Now the concept is that it's a grave and sudden provocation. If there is a grave and sudden provocation, and due to this reason, if any person just due to this cause death, then what the things that must be checked? First is that whether it is premeditated, whether it is pre-planned. First point that must be checked. Second point is that if whether a person is in a due to obedience of law, he will not come under this particular concept. So if such concepts come, then it will be, in this exception would be get cancelled. And last one is private defense, because other separate provisions has been already made for this, so these two concepts would not relied on this particular concept. And the thing that is focused, that it is not pre-planned, means it is not sought and even voluntarily provoked. Premeditation is not there, sorting is not there, and that it has not made by voluntarily sense. For in order to get this defense, if you have just provoked and made it like that कि you have want to show the court that because of provocation, but this is already voluntarily made, then this particular exception would get rejected. आपने अगर खुद के इच्छा से अपना प्रोवोकेशन दिखा के आपने किसी का हत्या किया है तो ये पार्टिकुलर एक्सेप्शन आपको नहीं मिलेगा. आपने अगर कोई प्री प्लान करके या ये सॉर्टिंग करके ये आपने किया है, ये नहीं मिलेगा. और सेकंड जो पॉइंट आता है जहाँ पे बोला गया है कोई अगर पब्लिक सर्वेंट हो वो अगर ये पार्टिकुलर ग्रेव एंड सडन प्रोवोकेशन दिखा, नहीं, उसको नहीं मिला बिकॉज ऑलरेडी उसके लिए अलग से प्रोविजन दिया गया है, एक्सेप्शन में सेपरेट दिया गया है, तो इसमें नहीं आएगा. और द थर्ड है प्राइवेट डिफेंस का पार्ट भी इसमें इंक्लूड नहीं किया गया है. तो इस प्रोवोकेशन को चेक किया जाएगा कि ग्रेव और सडन प्रोवोकेशन आर देयर और नॉट, और वेदर ही हैज़ टेकन दिस पार्टिकुलर डिफेंस टू जस्ट only get an excuse from inflicting that punishment or to save himself from this punishment of murder. That's why. नेक्स्ट इज एक्सेप्शन नंबर 2. एक्सेप्शन नंबर 2 में क्या आता है? एक्सेप्शन नंबर 2 इज ओनली स्टेटेड about a right of private defense. Whenever we use the right of private defense in order to save our person or property, we can usually use the right of private defense. When we use the right of private defense, that I already said, that's a lawful killing. It's a specific defense, but वहाँ पे भी वो ही चेक किया जाएगा. फिर से 2 पॉइंट, फिर से मैं फोकस कर रही हूँ, 2 पॉइंट जिसको चेक किया जाएगा, that whether it's without premediation, पहले से प्री प्लान ना हो, विदाउट प्रीमेडिएशन. नेक्स्ट पॉइंट इज दैट विदाउट एनी इंटेंशन ऑफ डूइंग मोर हार्म. देयर विल बी नो इंटेंशन कि जितना आपको खुद के बचाने के लिए हार्म करते वक्त अगर उसका हत्या हो जाए तो ठीक है, मगर उससे भी ज़्यादा आपने हार्म कर दिया है तब चेकआउट होगा. वहाँ पे इंटेंशन है आपको ज़्यादा हार्म करने का, अगर ऐसा रहा तो ये 2 चेकिंग पॉइंट वहाँ पे रखा दिया जाएगा. सो फिर से मैं बोल रही हूँ, विदाउट प्रीमेडिएशन एंड विदाउट इंटेंशन टू ऑफ डूइंग मोर हार्म, वो डेफिनेटली चेक किया जाएगा. ठीक है. नेक्स्ट आता है एक्सेप्शन नंबर 3, जहाँ पे बोला गया है कल्पेबल होमिसाइड नॉट मर्डर इज अबाउट द पब्लिक सर्वेंट. पब्लिक सर्वेंट अगर उसने इन अ गुड फेथ, इन अ बोनाफाइड सेंस, अगर उसने अपना एडवांसमेंट ऑफ पब्लिक जस्टिस और उसने अपना किसी का उसका जो पावर है उसने वो एक्सीड कर दिया, एंड द रीज़न इज दैट फॉर दैट रीज़न डेथ हैज़ बीन कॉज्ड, बट ही हैज़ डन इन गुड फेथ and he has done it in a lawful sense, then only this exception would be used. But if there is any kind of ill will, वहाँ पे अगर कोई ill will हुआ, वहाँ पे कोई आपका, फिर से मैं बोलूँ क्रूएल सेंस में, या कोई आपने उस पर भी आपने कोई सॉर्टिंग किया या कोई ख़राब इंटेंशन आपका रहा होगा, तो ये एक्सेप्शन भी लागू नहीं होगा. डायरेक्टली मर्डर चला जाएगा, ये कल्पेबल होमिसाइड नहीं रहेगा, ये कल्पेबल होमिसाइड नहीं यूज़ होगा. ठीक है. पब्लिक सर्वेंट का भी थर्ड जो मैं एक्सेप्शन बोला है वहाँ पे भी सेम चीज़ें दिया गया है, और सेम चीज़ें फिर से मैं इसमें भी बोल रही हूँ, इल विल ना हो, सॉर्टिंग ना हो, वॉलेंटरीली मेड ना हो, इंटेंशन मेलाफाइड ना हो, तभी ये पार्टिकुलर कॉन्सेप्ट आपको दिया जाएगा. नहीं तो ये पार्टिकुलर कॉन्सेप्ट वुड डायरेक्टली बी ऑन कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ मर्डर, नॉट इन अ कल्पेबल होमिसाइड. ठीक है. नाउ द फोर्थ एक्सेप्शन इज दैट विदाउट प्रीमेडिएशन. फिर से सब में एक ही चेक हो रहा है, विदाउट प्रीमेडिएशन. अगर कोई सडन फाइट हुआ या कोई हीट ऑफ पेशन से किसी का, मीन्स हम लोग जहाँ पे जैसे देखते हैं कभी कभार ऐसा हो जाता है कि देयर इज़ अ राइट कंडीशन और काइंड ऑफ एनी काइंड ऑफ क्वारल कंडीशन, ड्यू टू दिस रीज़न, ड्यू टू ऑफ अ हीट ऑफ पेशन डेथ हैज़ बीन कॉज, बट वो प्रीमेडिएशन ना हो, वहाँ पे वॉलेंटरी सेंस ना हो, वहाँ पे मेलाफाइड इंटेंशन ना हो, तभी ये एक्सेप्शन को एज अ कल्पेबल होमिसाइड देखा जाएगा, नहीं तो नहीं देखा जाएगा. दैट्स द थिंग. नेक्स्ट एक्सेप्शन नंबर 5. ये बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग पार्ट, ये बाकी जितने सारे एक्सेप्शंस दिए गए थोड़ा सा अलग है. यहाँ पे कल्पेबल होमिसाइड इज़ नॉट मर्डर इफ़ द पर्सन हुज डेथ इज कॉज्ड इज बीइंग एज ऑफ above the age of 18 years and he suffers death or takes the risk of death with his own consent. अगर हम लोग आज के टाइम में क्या देखते हैं, यूथनेशिया होता है या बहुत कुछ ऐसे कंसेप्ट होते हैं जहाँ पे एक इंसान डेथ लेता है या खुद के ऊपर अप्लाई करता है या उसका कंसेंट देते हैं, उसमें दो चेक किया जाएगा, उनका एज 18 ईयर्स से अबव होना चाहिए, नीचे होने से उसका कंसेंट कोई मूल्य नहीं रहेगा, कोई इंपॉर्टेंस नहीं रहेगा. देयर इज़ नो इम्पॉर्टेंस इफ हिज एज इज़ बिलो 18 ईयर्स. इफ अबव 18 ईयर्स एंड ही इज़ गिविंग द कॉन्सेंट, देन ओनली दिस कॉन्सेप्ट वुड कम अंडर कल्पेबल होमिसाइड, नॉट मर्डर. अदरवाइज ये सब जितने सारे मैंने एक्सेप्शंस बोले हैं उसमें अगर इस बेसिक पॉइंट्सों को फोकस नहीं किया जाएगा तो ये सारे कंसेप्ट डायरेक्टली लीड किया जाएगा एज अ मर्डर, नॉट अ कल्पेबल होमिसाइड. दैट ऑलवेज हैव टू कीप इन टू आवर माइंड सेइंग दैट. नाउ मैं आज इससे रिलेटेड जितने सारे केसेस हैं वो मेरा नेक्स्ट वीडियो जब भी आएगा उसमें आई ट्राई टू गेट दोज फोकस में थोड़ा केसेस को इलास्ट्रेट और इलास्ट्रेशन के द्वारा मैं इसको समझाने की कोशिश करूँ. डेफिनेटली आई ट्राई टू स्टेट ईच एंड एवरीथिंग विथ फुल इलास्ट्रेशन सो दैट योर अंडरस्टैंडिंग would be more smooth and you get each and every points and you can note it down very easily whoever are following my particular channel. Now punishment of murder क्या होता है? punishment का murder जो हम लोग BNS को ही हम लोग अभी फॉलो कर रहे हैं तो BNS को ही मैं फोकस कर रही हूँ. तो सेक्शन 103 that has been stated about the punishment of murder that whoever commits murder उनका तीन चीज़ें जो जिसके ऊपर पनिशमेंट दिया जाता है. एक होता है कि उसका डेथ हो सकता है, इम्प्रिजनमेंट फॉर लाइफ हो सकता है और उसमें उसके साथ फाइन रहेगा. और ग्रुप ऑफ 5 और मोर पर्सन्स अगर उसमें कमिटमेंट में रहेगा उसमें आप कैटेगराइजेशन हो सकता है, रेस, कास्ट, जितने सारे हैं एट्सेट्रा एट्सेट्रा, उसमें हर मेंबर जितने सारे इस ग्रुप में होंगे उनको पनिशमेंट इम्प्रिजनमेंट फॉर लाइफ हो सकता है विथ फाइन. ओके. सिमिलरली सेक्शन 105 जहाँ पे पनिशमेंट फॉर कल्पेबल होमिसाइड नॉट अमाउंटिंग टू मर्डर, उसमें क्या कहा गया है? अगर कोई कल्पेबल होमिसाइड कमिट करे तो नॉट मर्डर तो उसको हो सकता है इम्प्रिजनमेंट फॉर लाइफ. उनका इम्प्रिजनमेंट नॉट लेस देन 5 ईयर्स, इट में एक्सटेंड टू 10 ईयर्स विथ फाइन. और जहाँ पे अगर ये एक्ट जो किया गया है उसमें इंटेंशन रहे, उसमें नॉलेज रहे तो वो पार्टिकुलर एक्सटेंशन 10 ईयर्स प्लस फाइन हो सकता है. सो वगैरह वगैरह ये सब चीज़ें हम लोग समझने से पहले जो चीज़ हम लोगों को पहली बात जो समझना पड़ेगा वो चीज़ है कि कल्पेबल होमिसाइड मर्डर को कैसे डिफरेंशिएट किया जाता है और क्यों कल्पेबल होमिसाइड है, क्यों वो कैटेगरी ऑफ मर्डर में नहीं आता है. जब इन दोनों चीज़ों को हम लोग डिफरेंशिएट कर पाएंगे देन ओनली वी कैन अंडरस्टैंड द कॉन्सेप्ट इन अ वेरी क्लीन एंड क्लियर सेंस. Things that I have focused, please try to note it down through this. When you will study it, वो आपको सब चीज़ें बहुत क्लीन एंड क्लियरली वो आ जाएगा आपके पास सब कुछ क्लियर एंड पूरा ऐसे लगेगा कि ये तो कुछ भी नहीं है, इतना इजी कॉन्सेप्ट है, हम लोगों ने इतना क्यों इसको कन्फ्यूजन में डाला हुआ है. तो ट्राई इट. नेक्स्ट माई नेक्स्ट वीडियो आई डेफिनेटली ट्राई टू गेट ऑल द इलस्ट्रेशन, ऑल द केसेस इन रिगार्ड ऑफ दिस टॉपिक. अगर मेरा दूसरा और कोई टॉपिक में भी अगर मैं बात करती हूँ, इफ़ आई discuss anything more, other than this topic also in any other video, I'll definitely with the second part I'll bring this to all the persons who would follow me. So in order to get my other videos also, please subscribe my channel, please follow my videos as much as possible. I'll try to upload the videos so that you can get and you can love this subject. Law is that subject which you can love, which is there is a ocean of things that you can get from it. So it's my duty to get this ocean into a kind of a pond for you and make it very easy so that you will just try to give your you want to swim over there. So for my next video I'll try and make it more interesting so that you can easily get mingled with my all concepts and you can follow it and get all the basic points and your exams would get the best. So thank you for watching this particular channel. Thank you. Good night. Shabbat khair.